Video warning. Essay incidents, unaliving themes, and mental health are mentioned in this video. Please click away if you are uncomfortable.
Great
Wait,
start.
wait, hold up. Actually, great topic. Let's start on this. I don't know why I'm going to start on this. This is very deep. Why am I starting on anyway? 50% of men who kill themselves have no history of mental illness. What's your thoughts on that?
No history. Like,
No
is this
history
like
at all.
so
You know what? Actually,
undiagnosed?
before we go into that, let's actually like do an introduction. What's going on, all you beautiful people? My name is Stitchy. Stitchy, the man, the myth, the legend, the only one that you need to care about on this podcast. The other people that are here are Buzz. Say hello. Wave.
What's going on? I'm Buzz.
Yeah, you sexy man beast. And Hrtzy. He's the dude in the trucker hat, looking all smexy and shit with his microphone with the RGB. I'm not as cool as him. Fuck that guy.
No, this isn't RGB. It's just red.
It's just red. It's not RGB.
It's just red.
Oh,
Doesn't
dude,
okay.
mine's
Doesn't
mine's
RGB.
RGB.
It kind of
Look
looks
at
like.
this
Oh
I know.
shit!
You've also got a 4K camera.
Yeah, but it's only 30 FPS. So
Brad, we get it. Your penis is bigger than ours.
He's in
It's
the top
alright.
1%.
Nah, not yet. That's Fly Master.
What?
Sorry.
Flymaster? Who's that? Never heard of that guy in my life. I actually heard he showers naked. Low key.
Oh my
What a
god.
loser.
All right, actually, you know what? We'll skip over that thing that I just said. Fuck it. Let's talk about this thing because I was talking about this in the shower this morning. And I feel like it needs to be talked about. Who's that chick that you were talking about earlier? What was that, Brad?
What chick?
The whole thing, the whole topic that we are going to talk about.
Yeah,
Oh,
Taylor.
Taylor Morgan.
Taylor Morgan, yeah. Okay, what's your understanding of that? Guys, I haven't looked at a lot of it. So, Brad, explain, please.
So pretty much Taylor Morgan's just like a streamer from Australia. She like streams all your, Valorant, pod, all that. She was streaming Valorant and some guy was pretty much just like, fucking I'm gonna R word you and all that. You're gonna enjoy this. All that sort of, messed up shit. And she just like cracked the shits. And it's like completely fair because I mean, I've always been a big advocate of like gaming is a safe place, like more of like you want to get away from that shit. Like we don't know her life story, so who knows if she's been victimized with like SA or R, you know what I mean? Like, so this guy was just going crazy, and I've heard some fucked up shit on COD too, especially Modern Warfare 2. That's why I tend to keep my missus off the game, or we'll be in a private party chat because as soon as a female opens their mouth, it's fucking crazy, bro.
Hold on. I'm gonna put something in here, okay? I'm gonna spit some real shit here, boys. Okay, okay. I feel there's something that she didn't do in that video. I've watched that video, and I think she was. I don't want to say it like this, but there's only one way to explain it. I feel like she was kind of egging it on a little bit. Like, if she truly had a problem with what he was saying, she would have just muted him. At the end of the day, why didn't she just mute him? Like, if I'm playing COD and guys are like, yes, it's much quicker for girls, but guys aren't safe from it either. People say some fucked up shit to us as well. And what do I just mute them? Like it's online. You have that power to mute and block people. People are fucked up in this world. People talked about fucked up shit. Yes, girls maybe see it a lot more often because sometimes guys are a little bit fucked up. But like, I feel like she egged it on a little bit, and for her to go on Twitter and go on and berate Riot that like, I'm gonna get a ban for leaving the game, you guys like need to do something about this, or like you guys are with him and you guys are on his side and all. I don't think that was fair, and I think that was kind of fucked up of her to do that. Like you could have just muted him and played out the game, and it would have been completely fine. Like, yes, you not getting the comms of one more person. Oh my God, my life is over. I might lose one game of Valorant because I can't hear someone. But like at the same time, I get why she was upset. Like, yes, she has a right to be upset, but she doesn't have the right to, like, she's not alone in this whole situation. It's never going to be perfect. People will go out there talking to any one of us about like some really messed up shit as well if we kill them in a video game. Like, it's just how it is. I feel I think I don't know, I don't agree with how she handled the situation at all. Like, there's lots of people talking about it,
I
but
do want to add on to that at the end, which I agree a little bit with what you're saying with the like I guess the attention seeking or sort of letting it play out. Like so on her Facebook, because I follow her on Facebook too, and she pretty much just had a screenshot of her deleting the X app. Now to me, that's just attention seeking. Like, why do we need to know you're deleting the app?
I don't know.
So like I don't know. It is a bit of like, I don't want to say she's seeking attention because I don't know her intentions behind it. But it does come off as attention seeking, saying like, oh yeah, you guys need to do this and all that. But at the same time, she could just be frustrated, like, because I think at the end of the day, like, it's yes, you can mute them. Yes, cyberbullying isn't real. Just get off the computer, boo-hoo, cry about it. You know what I mean? But like it's just you don't want to jump onto a game, your favorite fucking game, and then all of a sudden the first thing you hear is I'm going to R word you because you're a gender, like you're female, you know? Like it's just I don't know. As men, we do have to do a bit better, man, because this does spread to real life as well. Like because it leaks into that. Like if you're saying this shit online, I would not want to know what you do in real life, you know? I don't know. It's just it is like with the whole like sorry, I'm going on a tangent here, but with the whole like we've known about domestic violence for years, especially here in Australia. It's really fucking bad. And we have people who have been talking, constantly like we need to bring awareness to it, and it sucks that it's taken so long. But I feel like personally for me, like I've really actually started noticing it. It's just because you see how many women died, like the other last couple of months, like 25 Australian women died or something from domestic violence. And to me, like everyone goes, "Oh, that's a small amount," but dude, these people are getting killed by people they love and they live with, like brother or even lover. Like it's just like when I go home, man. Like I'm not gonna go too much into.
Hold on, I'm gonna cut you off there real quick, Buzz. We just got a few people in here. Pocket and sorry, I think it's Uzkan. I just realized it is Uzkan. We are actually doing like a live podcast right now, and we're currently talking about what Buzz was rambling on about there. When did you ask? Is that what you're saying? Crazy, bro. But
this guy's crazy.
He's crazy. I was crazy once. Look, we're just talking about. Say her name again, Buzz. I can't remember.
Yes.
Taylor Morgan.
Taylor Morgan. We're talking about Taylor Morgan and how she went on the whole thing of like saying that like in gaming, because there was a guy that was saying that she was gonna R-word him on like on Valorant, and she left the game, and she can't. Look, I don't know. So why are you crying, Uzkan? Anyway, that's what we're talking about right now. If anyone wants any input on this conversation, let me know. But right now, I'm actually really interested on Hrtzy's point of view. Hrtzy, you got this main stage, brother.
Oh no. I don't really, there's really much more to add. Buzz pretty much covered it. I don't agree with anything that you said at all, Stitchy, I'll be honest. It's sort of victim blaming. You can't just say, oh, get over it, mute them. You don't need to rant about it, but it's just getting to a stage where something needs to be done. Like the voice chat needs to be monitored. If someone's getting abused like that, there needs to be some sort of repercussion, whether it's a ban or suspension or anything like that. So she has every right to post and shame and blame or whatever it's called. I don't think it's attention seeking at all, in all honesty.
I don't think shaming and blaming him is the issue here. Go ahead, shame and blame him. I just think how's the problem ever going to be fixed? Like I think the only way we can fix like what I'm trying to say is you can't go after a company for something that is almost impossible for them to truly 100% monitor.
100%, but like as a human race, men need to do better.
Throw your opinion out, Pocket. Just throw it in the chat and I'll bring it up. Just Uzkan reckons she had a choice. Uzkan does have that kind of viewpoint as well.
See, that's the thing. Like, I'm kind of like I see both sides. Like, because if you had asked me like even 6 months ago, man, like I'd probably be like, yeah, just turn off the fucking computer, mute him. Like, there is so many things she could have done, right? But it's just
She doesn't need to though.
it's the principle. It's the
Yeah.
principle of like for example, my missus, like when she used to go out and all that, bro, it's such a societal thing where women just get attacked for being alive. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
as a man, I can walk down the street by myself in the middle of the night, and yeah, okay, I might go down an alley and feel a little bit scared. But if I'm a woman, bro, I could be walking in a fucking well lit street by myself in the middle of the city and still feel fucking scared because old Lucy down the street got, SA'd. Like it's just yeah.
We have to remember as well that this is online. Like
Yeah.
this is online. Like I understand. Like I feel like people, especially men, are a lot worse online because they've got the screen to hide behind it, and what they're gonna call out your username. Like they don't know who you are from your username, so they feel like they can do whatever they want. But like the thing is, how as a society can we fix that, and how as Riot Games themselves, what are they meant to do to prevent that? Like, are they meant to have some poor like group of slobs going through all voice logs of all Valorant games where someone was reported? Because I know personally, I've fucking reported people for nothing. And could you imagine being that poor guy that has to go through a full fucking 32 round game of Valorant, listening to the entire chat logs to figure it out? Like, I know they have something. Hold up, we just got an opinion from Pocket. I think my opinion is monitoring chats due to single person's actions is not the answer. As someone who's also copped it, yes, there is a principle and they shouldn't do it, but it's the world we live in. And instead of trying to change it and cause trouble for everyone else, and the individuals that are responsible for it should be only cause trouble for everyone else, the individuals that are responsible for it should be the only people copping it. Yeah, I see what you mean. Like, okay, just so you guys are aware, Pocket is female.
Yeah.
This is a female opinion.
Sorry, can we elaborate on the part? I'm just reading that there's the principle and they shouldn't do it, but it's the world we live in, and instead of trying to change it and cause trouble for everyone else, the individuals that are responsible for it should be the only people copying it. So I'm reading that she's saying that that guy should be held responsible. Is that what she's saying?
Yeah. So they shouldn't be blaming other people for not fixing his behavior.
Yeah, no. So that, and I think like this comes back to the whole society thing. And my point is that, like, yeah, like I said before, what you do online is a reflection of what you do in person. Sometimes it could be your deepest, darkest secrets. Sometimes these people act exactly the same in person. It's just like it's a society thing that I don't think will ever change. Like unless because it comes down to people, how they're raised and what they're exposed to. Like humans are so complex that we're never going to eliminate it. Yes, it shouldn't happen, but we're never going to eliminate it. Like it's just a shitty, like I agree with her, it's just how shitty the world is.
She also just said, put it this way, if chats were always monitored, no one would be able to talk a normal amount of shit, which we all like doing. Like having a joke and being monitored would copy your ban, which is fair enough. Like, look, last night, like when I was playing X Defiant with the girls, like I said some
probably a lot of out of pocket shit.
Yeah, probably some bannable shit. Like if like we weren't friends, like if I didn't know them like that, like you know what I mean. Like if
the chats shouldn't be monitored 24/7. They should be. It should be like
that's going to be the only way to fix it.
If there's a report put in, like how people get banned for like they get comms banned for abuse.
Let's change it a little.
It's easy. It's easy to fix like chat. Like I honestly think that's why League of Legends doesn't have voice chat. To be honest with you, because they can monitor what people are typing, they can't monitor what people are saying. And I think the effort they need to. I honestly want them to focus on the fucking video game. which I don't even think they're doing.
I don't think monitoring, because like I said, it's always going to happen. Like, and this is the shitty reality. We can all stamp our feet and go, yeah, this can't happen. This shouldn't happen. We all agree that it shouldn't happen, but it's going to happen. It's just like murder. It's like murder's going to happen regardless. People know murder is bad. People are still going to fucking do it. People are going to still steal. Like, it's just something that happens. And I feel like I am, the more we dive into it, I do sort of start shifting to Stitchy. Like, I do think it shouldn't have happened, but she could have done things to just get him out of her head, mute him.
I think these gaming companies have done things to try and mitigate you having to deal with that shit. But Pocket just said, I think there should be like a higher priority report system. Like, if they are reported, it should be a priority report. But in saying that, how do you monitor that with the amount of people, again, human nature, that will just, I could see people reporting people for absolutely no reason just because of things like not just men. I can see some other people, like women could even abuse it as well. Like, not all women who game are amazing. Like I know that they cop a lot of shit, but like at the same time, I can see it being abused, but then you need people monitoring it. So like the only way they could typically do it is to have a whole team of people doing it. Like, I feel like that's the only true way of fixing it.
Yeah, I agree with evidence. She just said evidence must be put in. Like, I agree with that.
But then how are you going to have someone to do it? Like, it all comes down to fucking pay cost, man. Like, that's why it was easy enough for them to do that mitigation system.
It's a very touchy subject. Sorry, Hrtzy, did you say?
No, you're right. I think the way that that Taylor's gone about it is her using her platform to get the attention that this sort of issue needs to be addressed. She's not saying to Riot or whoever to monitor it 24/7. She's just saying this shit happens. If a report gets put in, like Pockets just said, it should be a priority.
Can we also point out that she didn't report him?
Oh, didn't she?
She would have afterwards. She posted their their names because there were two of them. It would have been a whole game thing.
If a FiveM server can do it with staff who aren't paid, why can't a huge company? Because Pocket, the difference between a FiveM server and Valorant is huge, like massive. I'm talking like FatDuck probably has, and this is me pushing it, has upwards of 800 to 1,000 players that play fairly regularly. And that's me pushing it. I don't even think it's that many, but that's on the high end. Valorant, especially even if they did like someone that just covers OCE, for example, and one person that covers each region, there are millions of players. And that is a huge number difference. And like smaller communities like FiveM servers are a bit more easier to moderate, I think, especially with the tickets, because if you do something, if you report someone for something in a FiveM server, you're doing it for a reason. Like, no one does it randomly because no one wants to get banned from the server. Because I feel like if you're blaming people for something that they didn't do on that, then there's probably going to be punishments your way. But yeah, but look at the money they're making. Yeah, I look at the money they're making, but like, think of the money they're putting into it as well. They have the funds to make a change, but they choose not to. Like, I agree. I agree what you're saying. Yeah, go ahead, Brent.
Yeah, no, I do agree with her. Like, once again, I see both sides. Like it's the scale of the operation, like how many people you'd have to monitor, and already, like, let's be honest, already Valorant's a very invasive game with their anti-cheat, and already people were pissed off about that. So it's trying to keep this company image, but also like it's a juggling act. It's hard. And who knows, they might have some stuff in place already. But it's just, I don't think we're ever going to fix this. This isn't something we can fix. We can do better, like us three men here, and Pocket if she has a partner, or is planning to have kids or has kids, like we can all do better by raising the next generation to do better, and that's what I think our generation, like our 2000s, all that, we have done really well. Like, we've already seen in the past like 10 years the improvement in men's mental health. It's not where I think it should be, but like, for example, like you can talk to your mates now and literally probably break down crying, and most of the time they probably won't even like go, oh, you're a pussy, or all this shit. It's just, yeah, I don't know, it's something we can't
Pocket
really
just
fix.
put into chat that Riot Games earned 18.7 million in revenue from Valorant champion skins, which means every single team earned that were participating in it earned $585,000 for competing. That's actually fucking ridiculous amount of numbers. But in saying that, this is going a little bit off topic, and this is going a bit on the company side. We also have to remember that we are in an economic. Netflix just saw it. Netflix literally just saw this. That so they've all got backers. People have percentage of this company, and those people that have the percentage of the company, especially the high stakes investors, they are pushing for them to make more money. Like, yes, they've made a lot of money, but you have to remember these people are saying make more money, make more money, make more money. If they're still making the same amount of money, still a shit ton of money, these people aren't happy. Like, and for them to keep a company, they got to keep these people happy. So that's going to be really hard for them if they're saying, oh, we're going to try and like we're going to pay this very large group of people to just monitoring all these reports that we're getting in regards to abusive behavior, not only towards women, but towards men as well. We're putting this in to make our player base feel safe. What money is that making them? Like that's also, that's what's going to be brought up by these investors, because they have to approve this shit. If they're going to do something like that, it has to be approved by these investors. And the first thing they're going to say is, where's the money in it? Like, yes, it's going to make for a more stable player base and less people leaving, probably. But is that going to be enough for them? Like, these people don't give a fuck about our feelings. They care about money. Like, they probably put millions of dollars themselves into this company, and they're expecting it to do better. Yes, it's fucked up, but it's how the fucking world works. It's super fucked up. Most customer service reps, as a generalization, make $60K a year. So why can't they fund that? Because they need about 100 of them per region.
Yeah, so, because you got to remember the language as well. Like, it's not just English that this abuse would be happening in. It'd be all across the board,
and it would be so much worse in other regions. Like, if we think we got it bad, let's go play Valorant in India.
Oh jeez, yeah. Let's not talk about India.
Let's not go into that. But I'm just pointing that out. Yeah. Like, oh my god.
Should we wrap this up and move on to the next topic?
Hrtzy, you've been quiet for a little while. I'm putting you center stage right now, brother.
Oh no.
It's all you. What are your thoughts on everything we just said?
Oh, look, it's something that can't be 100% monitored, like we've just discussed. And even if they had the funding to do it, they'd need hundreds or thousands of people in different, like, that are fluent in different languages, just to even try to get through the reports in different languages. So it's just not something that's possible. She's used her platform, in my eyes, pretty well to address it, but unfortunately, there's just nothing that can be done. People need to do better. As Buzz said, we need to raise the next generation better, to try and limit this sort of abuse. Because, as we said before, like, you can have a woman walk down the same street as you. You can go in the middle of the night. She'll be in the middle of the day, and she'll get catcalls or potentially SA'd or anything like that, where we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Like, it's They don't need to cop it in real life and then cop it online at the same time. Like gaming's a safe space. It should be a safe space. And yeah.
I think it just comes down to showing empathy. Like the thing that always like really awoke me, and it was just one simple thought. Like obviously I'm getting a bit older, you know, maybe in the next like 3 years, probably start a family with my missus. And the one thing that I always think about regarding, you know, women's safety and all that is I go, what would I want for my daughter, you know? If I had a daughter, man, like, I'm shit scared, bro. I'm shit scared to bring a female into this world because, like, I don't want my daughter to get SA'd. I don't want her to get R word, you know? Like, it's just that shit would break me. And, like, I'd be fucking guns blazing, bro. I'd fucking find the guy. And, you know what I mean? Like, and don't get me wrong, it happens to boys too, or, you know, males. It happens to them too, but not to the degree that it happens to females. Like, the statistics are just it's just like it's empathy. We need to be empathetic, and I think that's the starting point to where we can start, you know, helping. But obviously you're gonna always have people who don't get it or aren't empathetic, just don't have an empathetic bone in their body, and you know. Because like I said, man, like my girlfriend, I've got the setup next to me. We've got the PS5 as well. When we play COD, man, I make sure that no one can hear us. Like if we're playing in, you know, private party, or I get her on the Discord because like I don't want anyone jumping in and going.
Can you guys just have a look at chat for a sec?
Yeah. Can I ask a question? Do you know anyone who's been actually, like personally? So I won't say names, but I did have a friend in high school. She was SA'd by her father. So that was sort of like my first real experience with someone who's actually been, you know, SA'd. Other than that, not anything to that degree. Like I've had my female friends who, you know, go to clubs, and mind you, all these girls have partners. They dress moderately, like you know, they're not looking for attention. They're looking just to have a good night, get drunk, like with their girls. Like tonight, I'm going out for a boys' night. It's the same thing, but girls, you know. And they will get unnecessary guys coming up to them. Oh, you're hot. Let me buy a drink. No, I'm all good. No, thank you. I have a partner. Cool. But then some other guys, like one of my other friends, she's quite attractive. She works, goes to gym, all that. And she went out with my missus and was literally getting, like, not assaulted, but harassed. And my missus had to step in and go, fuck off, mate. Like, it's just that sort of behavior. But yeah.
We can also talk about on a personal level, almost 1 in 5 people I know someone who has been assaulted. Look, personally, I'm not going to chip in this conversation because I'm not going to mention anything, but I know a lot of people. But that's few through other means, so I'm not going to say anything in relation to that. Hrtzy, do you want to chip in?
I'll just I got a few people that I know that have been that are pretty close to myself. It's sad because it's the people that you can trust most of the time, that you should be able to trust.
I'm actually going to roll into another conversation of the like this is getting real deep. So but like this is
Billie Eilish lunch.
Oh, don't get me started on Billie Eilish lunch, bro. No, what I'm going to roll into is very similar to the topic. I watched a video the other day, it was on TikTok, of this guy. His son was born with a disability. I can't remember the disability for the life of me. But the way he dealt with it was, as his son was growing up, he started making fun of his son and shit, and like teaching his son to do like comebacks and shit like that and not let it affect him. So he was like doing like a bunch of shit, and then the kid got to school, he got suspended the first day of school because like someone walked up to him and said something about his disability, making fun of him, and the kids turned around and go, yeah, well, at least my parents are still together.
Oh my.
Well, which is a bit of a funny example to put out there, but that comes the thing. Like, people are like a lot of people talk about, especially with this stuff, people need to raise stronger men, but I feel, and this is me, like, I agree with that wholeheartedly. Don't think I'm ever going the other way with that. Like, this is just me bringing another viewpoint in on the situation, because I still agree men need to be held accountable for their actions 110%. But at least myself, if I was to have a daughter, I'd want her to be strong enough that if she did run in to a situation like that, that she would be in a position where she could do something, whether that be talk about it, whether that be have someone to go to, or at least like me be a figure of something like that, where she's strong enough that if something like that was to happen to her, which it shouldn't, and we should raise men so it shouldn't get to that point, but her to be strong enough to, one, deal with it at the time, and also deal with it after the fact as well, which, and I think that's just the two sides of it. Like, we can say that we need to raise men better, and there are lots of people that raise good men, but we also have to think of the situation that there are some men that unfortunately will never be raised like that. And I feel like we also need to raise our children to be strong enough to deal with the people that are never gonna get to the viewpoints that we're at in life. And we have to consider that, which sucks. Like, the fact that we have to do something to like fucking ensure that they feel safe.
Yeah.
It is like fucked up, but it's the reality of life. But that, I thought I'd bring up that kid video because I thought it was a pretty funny thing that actually like branched into something like that, because there's the two sides of that coin. Like, we need to raise better men, but then we also need to raise stronger women at the same, well, not stronger, but like I don't know how to word it properly.
Mentally,
yeah,
more aware,
resilient.
Yeah, more aware of things that are going on, and yeah, more resilient overall. I think
just make sure that they know that you can't trust everyone.
Yeah,
like, don't put your full trust into society, I guess.
Anyway, yeah. Good. Topic switch. Billie Eilish Lunch. How fucking crazy is that song?
I'm not gonna lie, I only got halfway through your reaction video.
Well, did you?
It's a bop. It's a bop.
It is a bop, but like, did anyone else know that Billie Eilish swung that way? Like, I'm pretty sure we could have assumed it. Is that like her announcement of it, or what?
Well, like I said before this stream, man, like, I have a friend who's bi and reminds me of Billie Eilish, so I'm not surprised. Like, it's just like, oh, she's bi, and it is what it is, man. Even if she was like full fucking lesbian, who cares?
Everyone's bi now.
I know who cares, but she's famous. Like, we have to care, okay?
We have to.
She's famous. We have to care about this stuff, guys.
You're famous on FDG. Can you tell me your sexuality?
Famous on FDG. Look, Gilbert Walsh is a different kind of man. He's a man of the people.
What about his cousin?
His cousin, yeah, well, look, his cousin is starting to really go numb.
Actually, I've got another topic.
Famous on FDG. All right, Dende. All right, brother. Just because you're famous on FDG.
Dende.
I'm gonna watch Shindu.
So did you guys just see the announcement from FaZe, 100 Thieves, and Optic this morning?
No.
Oh, bro, they're running in like 7 days' time, I think. It's the founding fathers of COD land that they're running. I don't know what the format's gonna be, but it's 100 Thieves versus Optic versus FaZe. I think it'll be fucking good.
What's this for?
It's just like a COD land I think they're running. I don't know if like it's gonna. I know Banks and Nadeshot are gonna do a 1v1 on Rust, I think.
Oh, Nadeshot's gonna fuck him up.
Yeah.
When has anyone actually seen Banks play COD in the last like how many years?
Literally on the Courage and Nadeshot show, I was listening to it a bit earlier. They had Hex, Banks, Nadeshot, and Courage on there, and literally they got fucking into it. Nadeshot and Banks, he's like, Banks, when the fuck did you last touch a controller? Like, what are you going on about? I'm gonna fucking smoke you. That's it. And Banks is like, no, trust me. If we get an Xbox 360, I'm gonna beat you.
Oh my!
Like, yeah, it got pretty heated,
but like in a good way, not like
Like, kind of, it was a little bit awkward, but I think they're boys, so they sort of know.
Banks has been out of it for so long.
He also has been 500 days sober.
Very good.
That's gangster as hell. I think I've noticed like a lot of those like FaZe boys, because the FaZe boys got into like proper fame, like into like hanging, like even like a lot of streamers are getting into that. Like Kyson Nat was hanging out with Kevin Hart.
Yeah, I've been
What
seeing
the
clips.
fuck? Like fucking these streamers are starting to get proper
Well,
famous.
FaZe was they had like a sponsorship with Man City.
Did they?
Yeah,
Yeah,
fucking
and,
like
it was
Prime's
crazy.
the official sports drink of the fucking WWE cunt.
And UFC, don't forget.
UFC.
And the UFC. What the hell's going on right now? Like,
Bro, Logan
Barcelona.
Paul's kind of killing at the moment. As much as like you want to root against the guy, and he is a bit of a dickhead still, but like, bro, him as a
makes
wrestler is just.
I just wish Prime tasted good. They earn Minich and Arsenal too. Yeah, actually, yeah. But like, I look, I've drank a lot of Prime and a lot of flavors, and I honestly, I found ones that are bearable. I've never actually found one that I'm like, I've
never gone back for another one. Like,
yeah,
I've tried
if there was another drink that I knew I liked in there, I'd go that over Prime every fucking any flavor of Prime. I just
You gotta remember,
wish it was good.
There's a lawsuit out at the moment for Prime.
It's gonna fall through.
Yeah,
Oh,
nah,
really?
it's all bullshit.
It's all bullshit.
You reckon? Who debunked it?
The actual guy took down all his videos after Logan Paul put a bunch of science
Paul
out.
Debunked it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I saw another video on TikTok of some guy debunking Logan Paul's response.
Oh, look, I think people are going to do a lot of shit, but at the end of the day, that for Prime to be put on the market had to go through a bunch of testing and a lot of stuff before it was going to be put out. And I think if it really was the case that was happening, it would not be imported into so many countries. Like, I know, Australia, getting products into Australia is really fucking hard. Like, we are pretty strict on what we let in and what we let out. That's why, like, a lot of energy, they had to take down the amount of caffeine in the energy drink for it to be sold here.
That's kind of crazy since G Fuel's here and it's like 300 mil.
Yeah, no, they're getting that. They're getting rid of that. Like, I'm pretty sure it's already discontinued here. I'm pretty sure it's really hard to get now because of how high it is.
In a couple of the servos here.
And that's why a lot of them now, like, the powder's always been fine because people can take it upon themselves to figure out how much powder they want to put into it. And as long as the recommended amount isn't too high, it's pretty fine. But in terms of our food, drink, and everything, we have such high standards over here. It's actually kind of crazy, like how fucking high we are in it. And it was also because I think there was a whole thing. Do you guys know Nelk?
Yeah.
Like, I think it was really hard for them to get their alcohol over here because of some things that we have in place. I know it's here now, but I think they had to jump through a lot of hoops. I could be wrong. But actually, speaking of YouTuber products and stuff, I am going to go buy a 6-pack of Grog tonight. Do you guys know what Grog is?
Oh, yeah.
Bro, I'm actually so happy.
And the other fella.
Yeah, I'm so excited to try to. Actually, I was saying last night, Brad, if we do go to PAX, I'm gonna sit the night before PAX. I'm gonna sit in my hotel room and I'm not gonna stop streaming until Max Mofo and anything. I'm gonna not stop streaming and drinking Grog until Max Mofo and anything of views agree to meet me the next day.
Oh my god!
And I'll just turn up hungover. Yeah, dude, I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I'll do it. I'll do it all night and all day.
We should actually plan a RaPiD trip for not this year, next year.
Next year?
Yeah. I was gonna go this year, but it's just so expensive. Even like, dude, flights themselves, man. Oh, hold up. Yeah, flights themselves are just absolutely ridiculous. Can you hear that dog bark in the background?
No, not really.
Okay, good. It just fucking echoed. Big fucking poodle. He's gonna fucking kill me.
Let's go.
Yeah, I feel like we do need one, but like, I was even talking to the missus about PAX, but it doesn't look like I'm even going to be able to go. Realistically.
What, this year?
Yeah.
What about next year? You'd have a higher chance next year.
Yeah, it all depends because I want to go to Japan. Japan looks so sick, by the way. I really want to go to Japan. Like, did you know that you can just sleep in a manga cafe?
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
They have
That
full
seems
super
economical.
comfy lounges with like free water and coffee and unlimited manga. And apparently it's like $50-$60 to stay there the whole night. You can just watch anime and read manga. That sounds gangster as hell.
Pretty sure I saw that. It was like a TikTok or something.
Yeah, and they've got like late night arcades, and they're not just arcades. They've got like
Gaming
like
cafe.
10 floors of like fucking like all these things. Like one floor would be gaming cafe, one floor would be like go-karting, one floor's like a whole arcade, another floor, and these are like 24-hour fucking building. That's fucking awesome.
They're big on their arcade sort of shit.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, considering a lot of that's coming over here, like I don't think you can go to a city here without seeing like those little like Japanese claw machine little fucking shops. I don't know what they're called. They're pretty cool though. They have some cool shit in them, and like the cut rope stuff, and I don't know. Japan just seems like an absolute vibe, like a really hard vibe. So maybe we can talk about gaming in general. This will probably be our last topic because I can see this going for a while, but I don't know if I'm the only one that's feeling this way, but gaming is getting fucking boring.
It's getting a bit stale.
It's getting like, we need something to shake it up. Like at the moment, I just loaded up Twitch, so like we can talk about this. Wait, Hearthstone has... Oh, no, okay, this is my recommended, don't worry. I was wondering why Hearthstone was so high up there. Like, in terms of it, the top games being streamed are all the same. GTA, League of Legends, Valorant, Rainbow Six, Counter-Strike, Dota.
Where's XDefiant? Is it even up there anymore?
No, it's down with COD. Oh no, it's next to Minecraft. It's just above Minecraft.
Yeah, okay.
25.9.
Which still has a lot of people. Compared to Call of Duty, it's a lot.
COD, yeah.
COD's dropped down a lot. But like gaming, I just feel like there's nothing to play for anymore. Like I expressed this to you the other night, Brad, especially while playing Defiant. I'm like, what am I doing this for? Like, why am I here? Why am I doing this? Like, and that's why I've been enjoying FiveM, because I feel like I'm playing for something. Like, yes, I'm grinding out trucking for hours, but I'm grinding out trucking so that I can do other stuff in the server, where I feel like when I'm playing Defiant, what am I doing? Trying to get my gun to 100 so I get a cool gold camo, and then what? Like,
yeah. It's just I think we're all just burnt out. Like straight up early signs of burnout. You know, it's just gaming. The industry is burnt out. It's just how gaming is now is they make it so they just try to put you through a loop. That's just a gameplay loops. That's all they want you to do.
Yeah.
That's why I don't fuck with ranked, because I see people like my mate RJ who just play ranked. It means nothing, bro. You're literally playing for a fucking make-believe rank. And like, look, don't get me wrong, games are fucking make-believe, you know? But like, going back to your point of what are we playing for? Like, I guess we had that with Black Ops 2 with the Master Division and all that. So rank play just in general has always been just gameplay loop. But there's nothing to play for. And maybe it's just Australia. Maybe it is just our region. Like we don't have any insight from Americans or anything at the moment. Like I do know some other podcasts they talk about gaming being stale. But it's like just because no good games are being released, and maybe that's just the source of the problem. No good games are being released, or no good multiplayer games. Because like single player games, we've had some pretty good games.
Oh, absolutely.
Like everyone talks
feel
about
like-
Elden Ring, but
yeah. Oh, I've never played Elden Ring.
I
be
started
honest.
playing it, and I'm going to be honest, I'm not a fan of Souls games.
No,
It's
but
good with mods.
I think that's the thing with it, though. I think the reason people enjoy Elden Ring is because it gives them a reason to play for, because it's fucking hard. Kai Cenat died over 500 times to one fucking boss, bro. And when he beat that, do you know how happy that guy looked? 16 hours straight of fighting the same fucking boss it took him to beat it. Like that is an achievement, and that makes me feel good. And like I get what you're saying about ranked. Like ranked, I'm gonna bring up a game that I hate to bring up: League of Legends. Okay. I hate bringing up this fucking game, but I got to a point in League where I was playing ranked but I wasn't playing ranked for my rank. I was playing ranked because my like macro was not there at all. Like my macro and my micro were just like not there, and I knew that was like I just wasn't that good at League, and I wanted to at least get to a decent rank so I could show myself. But it got to the point where losing and gaining like MMR in League just was not like I didn't feel anything. Like it just felt like nothing to me. It was kind of just like it was kind of just numb, and then you just click play again. And I guess that's the gameplay loop that you're talking about. But and I'm also thinking about to like back to like games back in the day and what made them fun.
Yeah.
Like why could I sit there and play Black Ops 2 for hours on end? Like what was I playing for back then? And I guess I was just playing to get better at a game. And I think maybe we're all just at the point in video games where we're just, especially FPSs, like we're just good at them. So we want more from it now, I guess. I don't know. It's just, it's something that Zach Law, what's going on, brother? We're just doing a bit of a podcast time, brother. We're talking about games being a bit stale, I guess you could say. My energy just dropped. I don't like that. My energy doesn't drop like that normally.
Right.
But yeah, it's a bit how you're going more than anything. Like,
yeah, it's either you're good at the game or you get shit on at the moment. Like there's
that's why X-Define at the moment without skill-based matchmaking is fun. Like Hrtzy and I were playing before, we got fucking thrown into a lobby with these cunts who were just hiding behind a bubble shield and just sniping. That was fucking bullshit. Or shooting from their own spawn, and they could just cross map you. But then you have matches like Stitchy and I played where it's 40, 50 kills, and we're just fucking chatting shit the whole time. Like we don't have to lock in. You know, so yeah, I don't know.
This I actually watched this video the other day that someone was talking about how people should make a game, and I know this is a long shot, but they should start looking at these really popular fucking anime like Sword Art Online and Shangri-La Frontier. I know it sounds stupid, but would you believe if World of Warcraft or a game similar was able to pull off like the feeling like those anime gives us about the games and like the rewarding factors of it? I understand it'll be a lot, especially in terms of Shangri-La Frontier, where you've got this whole world and like defeating these super hard bosses and stuff like that actually take actually move the story along in like a cool way or something. But like I feel like it seems hard, but I feel like some of these gaming developer companies could do it. Like, I feel like if they really wanted to do it and they really looked at it in a light, they probably could fucking do it.
I should just work with the anime company.
You know what we should do? We should make what's the headset, the Neuralink or whatever. We should get that. We should put SAO, and we do all 100 floors of fucking whatever the place is called, and then we'll get to, and we got to make sure death kills you in real life. Yeah. So we're actually fighting to survive, you know.
God, like, I was actually thinking of
like I get that all of them are like VR and stuff, but I think that's just for anime purposes. Like I feel like even just the way it all works and the way the game plays out, but I don't feel like it's that unrealistic. Like
if we're talking about that though, like there's a reason why World of Warcraft is still the #1 MMORPG, even though despite being like 20 years old or something, like there's just, you can't like, there's been games that have tried, like Black Desert Online is an action MMORPG, but it's got so many levels to it that like the desync, and you know you can't just swing your sword and it's going to be an instant hit, you know, like someone's going to start fucking lagging all over the place, and that's why tab target is probably better. And I think a lot of people don't get into MMORPGs. Like personally, through my friends that I try to get into, like World of Warcraft or Star Wars: The Old Republic or Final Fantasy 14, tab target is so fucking boring to play sometimes unless you're used to it. So like it's hard to replicate that. But if you go on the Roblox, man, I'm sure you can get your SAO game.
Yeah, but that's the thing. How is Roblox pulling this shit off for these big games? Like, I don't know. And like, yeah, I don't know. And like, how can these MMO based fucking anime be so popular, but MMOs aren't popular at all? It just baffles me. Zach Laura, I wish I could see your beautiful, lovely face, you sexy man. Anyway, continue, Hrtzy.
Like with first person shooters, it's the short term rush, and then like people don't want to grind it out for that long term thrill, like in a MMORPG.
Yeah,
that's why they're so much more popular than the MMORPGs, because it's the short term gain rather than the long term.
But there's one thing that at least watching Shangri-La Frontier, there was one thing that I was like, wow, it'd be really cool if games implemented something like this, where you have to do a very, very specific set of actions to unlock this like secret mission thing that happens to you. That would not be that hard for them to implement. Like, and I'm talking like super specific too. Like, you've got to go to this, you've got to skip this place and go to this place and shit like that. And it would just be like this crazy thing when people find it out. Like, I feel like that would make a game so interesting, because people would literally just be playing the game to find that. Like, find all those special events and shit like that. And they have bosses that are literally just too OP to kill. Like, just like it should be literally impossible for players to be able to kill this boss, but you don't tell them that it's impossible to kill these bosses, and you just make one boss that seems impossible but can be beaten. Like, you have maybe like 20 bosses and only one of them it's actually possible to beat it. I feel like that would just start a whole thing as well. Like, that would just start this whole fucking like genre of shit. Like, I feel like that would be awesome. I'd play the fuck out of it, even if I knew that, even if we knew that there were 20 bosses and only one of them could actually be beaten, but you don't know which boss it is. Yeah, exactly. I feel like that would be sick. Like absolutely fucking awesome. Like, I wouldn't care if I fought, if I like spent like a week on each boss and I went through 19 of them and it was the one that I didn't try was the one, I still wouldn't care if someone else beat it. And then I'm like, sick. And then like and then that might start an event that makes another boss weaker and like shit. Like, I feel like that would be fucking awesome. I don't know.
Absolutely.
I don't think it's that hard for gaming companies to do that, because it gives you a reason to play, and it's not just a solo reason to play, it's a community reason to play.
Yep.
Like, I feel like a lot of games now are giving me solo satisfaction. Like, I can brag to my friends that I managed to do this, but there's no game out there that's like when a community does something, everyone gets excited. Like, oh my god, they beat it. Like, they did that. Now what? Now what's the next big thing that we need to look at together? Like, I feel like there's no games with that kind of shit in it. And that's why I'm enjoying GTA, because there is that in GTA, in the RP. It's like a whole group scenario. When something happens in the city, the police are involved in it, the EMS are involved in it, like heaps of other people just accidentally get involved in it. And like, you could just be doing your own thing and suddenly you're involved in a bank heist as a fucking hostage, and pretty much someone needs to make Ready Player One. Yeah. I was actually talking about Pocket. I don't know if you watch anime, but I was basing it around Shangri-La Frontier.
Wait, that's some gaming anime? Oh, I gotta look this shit up.
Bro, have you not seen it?
No, what?
Bro, you need to watch it, bro. It's so good. So Shangri-La Frontier. You don't know that one? I recommend watching it. It's really sick gaming, and they actually have like. I was telling Hrtzy about it. There's these things in them called like secret events. I can't remember the exact word of it, but a player has to do like very specific things to get that quest unlocked, like super specific. Like like skip the starting town, or skip the starting town, or skip the starting town, then fight a boss, or like very specific things that unlocks this whole like new world of it. But think about it. If you had quests like that, one person figures it out, everyone starts knowing about it, and it's like a whole community thing. This one person figuring this out would start this whole community thing about it. Or they could keep it to themselves. But like at the same time, I don't think people do it for that.
No.
Yes.
And I was also saying, say a game made, like there's 20 bosses in the game at release, and they're all super fucking difficult, and 19 of them are actually impossible to defeat. Like it's literally like they've made them so strong that no one could actually defeat it. But there's one that's still really hard, but is possible to beat. Like, I feel like people would play the shit out of it to figure out which of those 20 bosses is the one to defeat. And then when someone defeats it, it creates a whole event. And I don't know. That gets me so excited, man.
Does it?
It does. I'm not going to say it, but no, I'm going to say I'm erect.
Whoa.
Thinking about that.
Is that like erect from solo leveling? Like erect.
Or one that can make people collaborate together to win. See, there are already games like that. Like, I will say, World of Warcraft kind of already has that in terms of the mythic rating, and especially their race to world first. So, yes, that's cool, but we also have to remember a lot of gamers hate human interaction.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why I'm bringing this up. And look, yes, these bosses would need people to collaborate together to be able to beat them. But then there's also the thing for the solo gamer where they can try and figure out these quest lines that give you like rare items and shit like that like you have to do specific shit to do.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah, but how about we play Star Wars The Old Republic, Final Fantasy 14? Final Fantasy 14 has a fantastic community. Let me just say, those guys are fucking amazing.
It's like in Sea of Thieves to do the music memorial. I've never played Sea of Thieves. I'm going to be that guy.
It's so much fun.
Is it?
It's so much fun.
I've never played it.
It's just a troll the whole time. Like, it's not even pay to win. Like, everyone has the same stuff.
But talking about the boss, Stitchy, you're gonna fucking hate me.
What?
Oh no.
Talking about the boss, I know one man who could probably defeat the boss. Is the beautiful white-haired fella called Gojo Sato.
Oh my god! Okay, yeah,
And
right, whatever. He's not that good. He died. Okay.
Yeah, I just want to say. Wait. Hrtzy might have been watching JJK.
I don't care.
Okay. Well, do you care about the next spoiler then?
No, I do.
I
do.
Yeah, dude. All I can say is the latest chapter had me up here, and then when the explanation, I was just like, "Fuck, Gege Akutami or whatever his fucking name is." I wrote a suicide note, and I was like, "Go fuck yourself."
Oh my.
Okay, deep.
Like, dude. Like
that actually goes to show on that thing that I said at the beginning. 50% of men who kill themselves have no history of mental illness.
Bro, trust me, bro. I got a history, bro.
I got a history.
You'd be like depression, abandonment issues, anxiety.
Oh, jeez, dude. My dad never came back with that milk. That's actually rough. Look, we're actually coming up on an hour.
Yeah. Oh, well, hold up. We just jumped up to 8 viewers.
Yeah, I know. We got a heap of viewers in here, but at the same time, we're at an hour. Like, we need to start wrapping this shit up.
We can probably go for an hour and a half. I got friends coming over.
An hour and a half, bro. It's 3 minutes to double XP fishing. I don't know about you, but this is the most exciting my life has been.
I'm so keen for this double XP fishing. You have no idea.
Look,
that's fair.
Look, the only thing that rivals how excited I am for double XP fishing is when my missus got back. Like, after 10 days. That's the only thing. Like, that's the only thing I can think of that actually rivals how excited I am right now.
Dude,
I don't think anything will actually rival how excited I am about this double XP fishing until, like, my child is born. I'm going to be honest with you, boys.
Wait. Are you trying to announce something?
Are you announcing?
No. She got the rod in her arm, boys. We're good.
Oh.
We're out here.
Same. You do play with that thing sometimes?
Are you going to stream you fishing? I don't know. I'm going to stop the stream for a second because I've once again forgotten to eat, which is something I do fairly regularly.
Pretty boring, just streaming the fishing because you just sit there.
Well, Pocket wants to watch me fish, bro. Okay. But I don't know. I don't know, Pocket. Like, I'll probably start fishing and I might think about streaming later, but today I have to do a few jobs around the house, which I can do while fishing. And then I've also got one of my friends coming over. So no, that wasn't me wanting to watch that. Oh, I get it, Pockets. All right. Look, this is gonna be more of an outro for the YouTube side of this anyway, but what I'm going to be saying is, like, if anyone who's watching this on YouTube later on, if you do want to have input in some of the conversations that we're saying and stuff like that, you probably noticed throughout that we've been looking at chat and everything like that and interacting with all of them. So if you guys want to say on some of the shit that we're talking about, come into the chat and everything like that. And if anyone actually wants to, like, come in and talk about something or even, like, give their opinion on things that we've talked about, DM me. If you join down below in the in my Twitch, there is a link to our Discord. If you do want to come in as a guest on our Discord, I feel like that'd be a really cool way to get our viewers interacting. So just jump in there and send me a message, and like we'll go over what you want, like what your input's going to be into it, and we'll probably organize having like more guests and stuff on here to have their input into everything that we're talking about. And I feel like that'd be a really good way to have even more viewer interaction than just you guys talking in chat. Because actually, Pocket mentioned it earlier. I wish I could be in this call. Like, Pocket was I wish I could be there. Like, I wish I could be part of this. So that I feel like that just sprung this idea into my head. So if you are watching on YouTube, make sure you check it out on Twitch. I'm mostly going to be the person streaming it, just because I don't like changing my stream key. But this will be up on the RaPiD channel. Which is, what's the link to the RaPiD?
I think it's just RaPiDGaming AUS if you look that up, or RaPiDGaming OCE.
RaPiDGaming AUS OCE, whatever it is. If you're watching it on YouTube, you're already on it. But we'll make sure that we put something in the description for the RaPiD Discord so that everyone can join and everyone can play along with this. If you have any topics, put it in the comments of the video, or again, come into the Discord, let us know. Buzz is a really good guy, and he's actually going to make a channel for people to put their recommendations for things for us to talk about, because he's really good at that sort of stuff. That's why we keep him around. No other reason, really. So without further ado, it is 1 hour and 2 minutes. What did I miss? You missed a lot, Zach Law. I'm just rambling. I'm a rambler. I'm a bit of a, what do they call me? A yapper.
Rambling.
They call me a yapper. Yeah, that's why we called it the Rambling, because I rambled.
An A-grade yapper.
A-grade, yeah. S plus grade. S plus plus. So, anyway, guys, again, do all that shit. I'm Stitchy. Buzz, say your part.
Goodbye and good night.
That was hot. That was hot. All right. Hrtzy, do your part.
See you later.
Yeah, that was great. All right, guys.
Yeah,
Zach Law.